Federal Reserve and European Central Bank, side by side in seconds. A quick look at strengths, trade-offs, and surprises. And yes, a rapid quiz to lock it in. Subscribe and drop a like for more bite-sized showdowns. In today's video, we explored the intriguing differences between Federal Reserve and the European Central Bank. These two financial giants shape economies. But how did they really compare? Let's dive in. Federal Reserve's dual mandate focuses on unemployment or inflation, while the European Central Bank primarily aims for price stability. Interest rates matter. Federal Reserve set rates at 5% as of 2023, compared to the European Central Bank's 4%. The competition is heating up. Federal Reserve implements quantitative easing, while the European Central Bank employs negative interest rates. Who's the riskier gambler in this economic casino?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Decode the emojis. Federal Reserve. Which institution primarily serves the United States? Federal Reserve. Which institution manages the euro currency? European Central Bank. Which institution conducts monetary policy for a single country? Federal Reserve. Which institution oversees multiple countries' monetary policy? European Central Bank. Which institution has a dual mandate including employment? Federal Reserve. Which institution focuses primarily on price stability? European Central Bank. Which institution holds open market operations in the United States? Federal Reserve. Which institution's headquarters is located in Frankfurt? European Central Bank. Which institution uses the federal funds rate as a key tool? Federal Reserve. Which institution sets the main refinancing operations rate? European Central Bank. Which institution has a board of governors? Federal Reserve. Which institution has an executive board? European Central Bank. Which institution was created to stabilize the banking system? Federal Reserve. Which institution was established to manage a unified currency? European Central Bank. Which institution conducts stress tests on banks in its jurisdiction? European Central Bank. Which institution primarily uses interest rate changes for policy adjustments? Federal Reserve. Which institution has a broader mandate covering multiple nations? European Central Bank. Which institution's policy decisions are made by the Federal Open Market Committee? Federal Reserve. Which institution emphasizes coordination among member states? European Central Bank. Which institution was involved in quantitative easing after the financial crisis of 2008? Federal Reserve. Which institution has a larger influence on global financial markets? Federal Reserve. Which institution evaluates economic conditions primarily in the Eurozone? European Central Bank. Which institution implements the Basel Roman III regulations? No. Which institution has faced criticism for its lack of transparency? European Central Bank. Who has better ball control, Federal Reserve or European Central Bank? Federal Reserve.